Hello and welcome to the morning show, teeing off with Revsportz. A very good morning to all of you present. And today, from the in Birmingham, All England Open Championship starts the Super 1000 series. Many Indian shuttlers will be participating in the competition. The last Purela Gopichand won this competition in 2001, and uh, today, HS Pranay will be taking on versus TW Wong of Taiwan, Lakshya Sen versus TC Chow of Taiwan, and we have Avijit Deshmukh from reporting for us for the All England Open from Birmingham, and he has uh, shown a tour of the Utilita Arena in Birmingham where the tournament will be played. So, can we please have that tour from Avijit?
Hello, this is Abhijit Deshmukh. I'm here at the Utilita Arena, Birmingham, where the All England Open will start. This is going to be a jam-pack of badminton event. This is a Super Series 1000 event. Top shuttlers from the world will be here. Let's have a look at this beautiful venue.
And that you saw some glimpses of the Utilita Arena where the tournament will be played. And every time I see any video from England, I get Sherlock Holmes vibes. I really love it. And coming to the tournament, Saina Nehwal has withdrawn from the competition, and the Indonesian pair of Kevin and Marcus has also withdrawn, and that has made some changes in the contingent and the competition. So Avijit Deshmukh has another update from Birmingham. So can you please have that update on the change of contingents?
This is Abhijit Deshmukh from Birmingham. The Indonesian pair of Kevin and Marcus, known as the Minions, has withdrawn from All England Open. Kevin and Marcus were supposed to play against Satwik and Chirag in the first round, but the Minions has withdrawn means another double pair gets entry into the All England Open. Surprisingly, it's the Indian pair of Krishna Garga and Vishnuvardhan Panjala who going to replace the Minions at the All England Open, and that makes things very interesting as they're going to face none other than Satwik and Chirag in the first round. This is an All England Open, but we're going to have an All Indian first round match in the men's doubles. India's star shuttler Saina Nehwal, who has won bronze medal at the London 2012 Olympics, has withdrawn from All England Open. The reason of her withdrawal is still not officially confirmed yet, but she is not going to participate at the All England Open here in Birmingham. A little surprise and upset for Saina Nehwal's fan. Saina Nehwal hasn't been in the best form this year. She reached the second round at Indian Open and Indonesian Open. However, she lost in the first round at Malaysian Open. It will be interesting to see what is the official reason for Saina Nehwal's withdrawal and how the journey for Saina Nehwal for the upcoming BWF events. Abhijit Deshmukh from Birmingham for Revsportz.
Yeah, so Saina Nehwal won't be participating in the competition along with another one Indonesian pair of Kevin and Marcus. The Minions, as they are called popularly, they won't be participating, and Avijit Deshmukh will bring more stories and updates from the All England Open from Birmingham. And moving on to hockey, the FIH Pro League is on in Rourkela, and India has been phenomenal in this round of this competition. And they have, in the first match of this round, they have defeated the world champions Germany 3-2. In the following game, a 5-4 victory versus Australia. And yesterday they defeated Germany 6-3, and Tomorrow they have the last match from this round here in Rourkela, India versus Australia. And after that, this competition will move to New Zealand, and following that to England, where India will play the next round matches of the FIH Pro League. And now, today in Revsportz, we have a special series of videos coming from the Trailblazers Conclave, the top 7 athletes with their two fun moments. To discuss that, we have Trisha Ghoshal with us. Hi, Trisha. Good morning. Good morning. So you have been working hard with these videos. Tell me about it, and what was your favorite one? Trisha, your sound is not coming. No, I think you can go out and rejoin. Yeah, so Trisha will be back in a couple of minutes. Yes, we have a long list of today in the videos. Neeraj Chopra, Avinav Bindra, Mirabai Chanu, Pulela Gopichan, Deepa Malik, Vinesh Fogat, Nikhat Zarin, all with the stories. The two fun, thumbs up, two fun stories as the show is. Uh,
Yeah, can you
yes,
hear me now,
yeah, yeah,
Rohan?
yeah. All fine now. Yeah, go on, Trisha.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you go through these chats, you get to see how every single high performing athlete uh, works differently. Yet the whole mental setup is pretty same. None of them tell you things like for me the favorite question was the way each one of them described how they handle pressure, because when you are a high performance athlete you are under a lot of pressure, especially when you are from a country like India, because the entire country is watching you, and if you come fourth nobody cares, you have
Yeah,
to have the medals. So, and not only nobody cares, now in the whole social media, uh, uh, with all the social media glare, you will be criticized heavily, and
yeah, absolutely,
there will be a lot of backfiring. A lot of people will teach you about the sport that you have been doing for so long, and each one of them very honestly answered that yes, there is pressure, not that we are very good at handling it, but then we have to handle it. You eventually learn to handle it. So to be that honest, I think is brilliant. For me, I think my favorite would be Vinesh Fogat, because the way she actually a few points that she said. For example, we all know the WFI
yeah,
incident, and she said something very nice. She said that what, when a particular athlete from a particular sport is raising his or her voice against some sort of injustice, then others should come up as well. Just because
absolutely,
that is not my sport, so that is not my concern, should not be the attitude.
absolutely,
And she hits the nail right on its head, because uh, we are like that. This is not my problem, this is not. But you know what, the problems that athletes face, it's not about being Vinesh's problem or Sakshi's problem alone. In fact, the athletes that they are, probably the whole thing is not their problem at all. They are doing it for the future generation to
absolutely.
not face the same problem. So everyone should come up, and it is only when all athletes of all sports will come together, then I think administrations have to serve justice.
Absolutely.
Also,
And
yeah.
yeah, no, no, you're talking about Vinesh. I remember Vinesh saying that we have put our careers at stake, but we are doing for the future generations to come. So that's brilliant of her to. But how many people think like that? So absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely,
Exactly. I mean, think of this. They can just go about their own way, get one, two medals or three medals or whatever, and then walk out head holding high. Because here, they might, if the federation wins, and if things do not go in their favor, Rohan, I'm not seeing any of them returning to the circuit. So it's a big deal.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
you cannot even say that they're old enough that anyway their career was done with. So,
No,
So it takes a lot of guts, and
Absolutely.
that guts inspires me. The other thing which I really loved is in one of the sessions, um, Deepa ji was talking about never giving up. Deepa Malik, we obviously know. On the other hand, there was this whole photo shoot going on of Vinesh, Joshna, and all of them together, Rani, Sakshi, everyone. I love that camaraderie. I was there obviously because
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was right
it was
there.
like a college reunion. It was like a college reunion. Everyone, hey, how are
Exactly,
you?
exactly.
How are you? Long time. Yeah.
Exactly, and the way they were, behaving, it seemed like they have come to this college alumni thingy. So overall, it's fantastic. And then to hear someone like an Abhinav Bindra or a Pulela Gopichand always is
Neeraj Chopra?
fantastic. Neeraj Chopra, and Rohan, there is something interesting. You will see Deepa ji has asked a question to Gopichand on
Okay.
his point or his thought process about para badminton, or
Yeah.
and whether para athletes are welcome in Gopi Chand's badminton academy. We all know about that, and Gopi Chand was very quick to say that what, I don't care. Every badminton player is same in Gopi Chand academy, which is fantastic. Which opens up a um, lot of opportunities for para
Absolutely.
athletes, and all these are so good that you can't choose just one moment, right? That this
All
particular
FIFA
moment is,
moments.
yes, there are so many moments, and I think these moments actually make it worth it, right? Or
Yeah.
when I were working on it, almost overnight, but you don't feel that you
Yeah.
because it's lovely. It keeps inspiring you and it keeps pushing you,
The,
you know
the tiredness is happy tiredness.
Exactly. Happy tiredness. And if viewers watch it and they like it, and even if
Yeah.
one person, Rohan, even if one person is inspired by this, I think job well done.
You made me remember Sanya Mirza's quote. Even if I inspired one person to take up the career, I think my job is done. So I remember that.
Absolutely.
I remember that one from
you know,
Sanya Mirza.
and it can be from the way the topics that they have handled, the things
Yeah.
that they have said, it works for everyone. Because all of us
Absolutely.
are under pressure, because all of us need to perform wherever we are, whatever we are doing. We also have to be there was a chat on how we need to be inclusive, how the country is becoming more inclusive. I think the most important part about these chats is the topics that have been handled, fantastic ones, important ones, and which caters to a wider audience. It is not about sports alone. It's just it's something like you feel like sports people who have been there, done it, is actually
Yeah.
showing you a way.
And you talk about inclusivity. I remember Vinesh or Sakshi saying that we can do this because the male wrestlers also supports us. So that was
Absolutely, they had mentioned Bajrang Punia, obviously,
yeah.
and Sakshi's husband. The kind of support that she got from her husband, and it is obvious, no, Rohan, for any change to happen, people have to come together irrespective of gender. You cannot
Absolutely.
say just because it's sexual harassment, it's a woman's problem. No, it's a
So
problem. Period. No men, no
absolutely.
women, no third gender, nothing.
Absolutely. And the India Australia Border Gavaskar Trophy has been good for India, and we have three ODIs coming up. You are overall satisfied with the Test series?
Not really. I don't think I was very happy with the fourth Test match wicket because I do not understand. Honestly,
So
Australians
we
have.
saw extremes of the pitch. We saw extremes of the pitch.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? The biggest difference between an India and Australia is Australia just wants to win. That's it. No neutral pitches, nothing. And that
Yeah.
should be the, you don't need to impress people. Just go for turning tracks and just win it. Again, we have qualified for the WTC final, which is fantastic. But I still think, we could have done better in this test match. Uh, Other than that, I think concerns for India as far as playing against spinners is concerned. Our batters didn't really do well against spinners. uh, I keep repeating this that we keep practicing against swinging balls, or we try and we have always tried to cater to English conditions or Australian conditions, and I think in doing so we have completely forgotten that talent which was like our strength. We have forgotten how to play against spin, which is a cause of concern.
Yeah.
Also, Rohan, the cause of concern would be that all our batters aren't in form. You know, um,
Yeah.
positives, of course. Virat century. Biggest
And coming in
positive,
this situation, he was not doing that great. And yeah,
absolutely. And you know what? Though he scored a 180, it wasn't his best innings. Test wise, yes, he stayed there. He finished.
yeah,
That is one thing, but he wasn't in the best of forms, which is why I will rate this innings higher than many of his fluent ones, because it's easier when you are batting fluently. It's easier. The runs are coming in thick and fast. You can score, but it is when you are not scoring well, when it's not hitting the middle of your bat, but you still fight it out. That's what probably differentiates a legend from other great cricketers.
absolutely. And talking
And
about the ODIs coming up, Shreyas Iyer's replacement, what bowling change? Who are the bowlers for you, and what changes do you want to see in the ODIs?
I think obviously Shreyas Iyer, Surya Kumar should be playing in place of
Yeah,
Iyer. And I was just checking the squad. I think it is a balanced squad. Nothing much to worry about.
yeah,
I would say Rohit, Shubman, Virat, Surya Kumar, Hardik Pandya. I'm not. I mean, it might be a toss-up between
Akshat.
Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel, but I think Jadeja will be there. And wicketkeeper, obviously, because
That has been a concern for India right now. Wicketkeeper,
in
Ishan Kishan or
ODIs,
KL.
I think uh, in ODIs, of course, you have KL Rahul as your option as well as Ishan Kishan. I
Yeah,
think they might go for Ishan Kishan initially, seeing KL Rahul's form, or even they could back KL Rahul because of course
yeah,
the format changes, and in
yeah,
white ball he is good, but Ishan gives you the quick runs. So there are a lot of I think it's a good headache to have two batters who can score, but you're not too sure whom do you want to. Among bowlers, I think it's pretty easy. You should definitely go for a Umran Malik because you need that pace. Yeah, I would straight away have Umran Malik and uh, maybe a Siraj. Umran Malik, Siraj, and Yuzi Chahal.
yeah.
I don't see Kuldeep playing, but I would like to see Kuldeep playing. And Shardul, because you need bowling all rounder.
Shardul. Okay, so no
And I think
place
it
for
would be
Devon
important
after
for.
again.
No, I don't think so. I
Okay,
mean, honestly, Rohan, if the team management, not selectors, if the team management
yeah,
had to go for Unadkat, I think we have already spoken about it. I
yeah,
felt the fourth test match was where they would have gone with him,
absolutely.
but they don't seem to have that much confidence in Unadkat,
Yeah,
and that's where I don't think he will get until unless God forbid there are some injuries. I don't see him coming in the ODIs either.
okay,
But it
okay.
will be
So
important for someone like Shardul
yeah,
because Shardul will be a good option for WTC final. So Shardul has to show his capabilities.
okay. And coming to ISL, we have the two finalists, and ATK Mohan Bagan, and we have a person from our team who is an ardent Mohan Bagan fan joining us. Can we please have Rahul joining?
Rahul, नाम तो सुना ही होगा.
Rahul नाम तो सुना ही
Thank
होगा.
you, Rohanda. I've been waiting for long to be part of this. this session. Finally got the opportunity.
Long
and
means
and
saying you were waiting long, or generally you have been waiting?
No, generally.
really he has been waiting now, and he went to the stadium yesterday to see his team go to the final. Describe it, Rahul.
Yeah, what a night it was for the Mariners. They are into the final now, and finally they took the revenge of beating Hyderabad of last year. Their defeat against Hyderabad, they lost. So finally they took the revenge. And actually, I would
Rahul,
say that
Mariners
Mohun
who?
Bagan.
Mariners who?
Sorry,
Mariners who?
is now it's a merged entity.
No,
ATK
it is
Mohun Bagan.
ATK
But
Mohan Bagan. You can't call them Mariners anymore.
Okay,
okay, okay. No, but still they use the hashtag of Mariners. No, what can I say? Yeah, I would
okay,
say, they came into this match with a slight advantage as they played out a nil-nil draw against Hyderabad in the away leg because they knew they can count on the home advantage and they finally did it. And I think the first 120 minute was not so interesting because both the teams were not taking any chance of going all out in attack. Both the teams were playing defensive and trying to exploit the free space in counter attack. So it was not so exciting first 120 minutes, though both the team came close to goal scoring opportunity 2 to 3 times, but they haven't utilized it. Though Manvir was close, it was almost he was close to scoring that goal, but that hit the crossbar. That was disappointing. But from Hyderabad, I would say Akash Mishra and
who are your
Yashir has been
who are your
impressive.
best players of the match?
Sorry.
Who were your best players of the match? Who do you like in the
My best player, I would say, obviously Manvir played well, but I would say Glenn Martin because I have seen around 6 to 7 key interception he has made. He has played a key role in Marina's midfield, in last match.
Okay, and
So throughout the
throughout the
season,
season,
this season, one change that I have noticed that Mariners had been impressive defensively. You can see they have kept 12 clean sheet, and obviously our goalkeeper now the current holder of the Golden Glove. So you last year, we were playing attractive football, positional football, scoring goals, but we're not good defensively. But this season, I think this thing has improved, and that's why it's now showing the result. We are now into the final because of that only.
Before
and
also you
Tisha,
have been in the finals, Rahul.
No, that was 2 years ago. Last year it wasn't so good. We are playing good football, but in defense we have suffered a lot. But this year it has been
Tisha,
we have been
I
when will we
impressive
see
in
I
defense.
East
think
Bengal going to the final?
sorry,
When will we see East Bengal going to the final?
still dreaming.
And the main problem is the core team. East Bengal every year uh, making a team one week before the start of the season. That doesn't work. ATK Mohun Bagan kept their core team even when they came to ISL with the merged entity. They took the Mohun Bagan core team that was playing the I League. So that has worked really well for them.
Always
And
you see in any sort of franchisee leagues, whether it's IPL, whether it's ISL, the teams which have kept their core team intact for a longer period of time has
yeah,
always performed better. you know and
Obviously,
to add on to what Rahul was saying about defense, I completely agree to what Rahul is saying, because see, Rohan, we all know that in a football match strikers are very important, midfielders are important, but it's the defense that actually wins you tournaments. So
yeah.
um, it's sad to say that ATK Mohun Bagan has a good defense, but yeah, what is working for them.
absolutely. And East Bengal again. I was hoping that they keep on going with Constantine and his team. There was a talk that Constantine will be retained for the next season, but no. Again, Constantine had to leave, and this will create a problem again in the next season also. But if they don't start
But
to build up
not
this team,
next season. I think they have obviously whatever has happened. They should forget now. They have a great opportunity ahead in the Super Cup. I think they should perform and should show everyone that.
yeah, but you have to keep the core team intact for at least 2 3 seasons to perform. Even if you don't make any changes to this current team and keep this team for the next season, you will see a better performance
Yes,
than this
exactly.
season.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think, see, it works both ways, Rohan. The franchises which do not perform well keep changing their team. and they don't perform well again. The
Yeah,
moment you realize that, it is the core team, the coaches that need to be given at least 3 seasons. For me,
yeah,
if I was handling a club, I would directly say give 3 seasons to a Mandana's RCB, to Constantine and East Bengal players. Because what happens is there are some teams which will gel automatically and quickly and start performing well, and there are some teams which take some time to get off the blocks. If you have a team which is taking some time to get off the blocks, give them a little more time. Let them come together a little more. Give them 2-3 seasons, and you will see the results. And then maybe you can change those one or two players who you think can be replaced with someone better or someone
absolutely.
faster or a more skillful player. But other than that, it becomes a little irritating for the fans, to be honest.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can see in this derby also the attendance of East Bengal fans were very less compared to the previous seasons, and that will happen because you have to give something back to the fans. They have been giving their all to the clubs, and you are not giving back. So that has been a problem. And Rahul, thoughts on the final? Do you think you can lift the trophy?
Obviously, my heart says Mohun Bagan, but my mind says Bangalore because it's going to be a hard
Your
fought
heart should
final.
say ATK Mohan Bagan.
Okay, but I would say Mohun Bagan forever in my life, whatever happened. But other thing is, Bangalore, they are in red hot form. And if you, Rwanda, if you see the ISL table in the midway of the season, no one expected that these two teams will made into the finals, and finally they made into the final. But obviously, I will talk about Bangalore. They hasn't lost a single match in their last 10 outings. They have lost the last match, but they won in aggregate. So they are really in red hot form, and their goalkeeper Gurpreet, who has been impressive in the national stages also, and have experience of winning this kind of matches. He can play a key role. And Sunil Chhetri, the coach has been using him as a trump card in the second half, and he has also produced two or three such match-winning efforts in 2 or 3 matches. So as a team, and they are also defensively have done really well. Sandesh Jhingan. So as a team, my heart says Mohun Bagan, but Bangalore, I think they have a chance. And Rwanda, I would mention that they are the old rivals. So old
Yeah,
rivalry again,
I remember
Bangalore and
that.
Mohun Bagan.
I remember that last match of I League in Kantirava Stadium, Belor Azad with that
Oh,
header.
wow, wow. Yes,
Oh,
yes, yes, yes.
Belor
Again,
Azad with that.
One of the best things that Bangalore has done is using Sunil Chetri so well, because
yes,
people often end up, I would say, overusing Chetri. If he's there from the first minute, to bring him on in the second half, to give him that breathing space. And because
yes, sir.
generally, if there is no goal in the first half, it's in the second half that both the teams are kind of desperate to score. That is where someone like a Chetri is very good at opening up the play. And also, see, for example, the match against Kerala Blasters. Blasters fans and Blasters team can cry as much as they want, but the truth is, it was Chetri's presence of mind, which you might not get from a
Yes.
younger player.
Absolutely.
Chetri, having played so many matches, having played over the years, he knows exactly where the loophole is, and
He knows
used
each
it
and every
pretty
graph of the ground.
absolutely,
Chetri,
and he used it so well. I think half the people were lost in the fact that, oh, you can score a goal like that. Whereas he thought about it, he did it, and he executed it to perfection. You know?
absolutely,
And to save that Chetri and to use him well, I think kudos to Bangalore management.
absolutely,
And
absolutely,
Chetri is now at 38. I'm not a hater of Chetri, but I think he has not that level of fitness to play the full match. So I think
Absolutely.
coach is doing the right job, utilizing him in that way.
no,
Yes, I
Chetri,
agree with Rahul, because a game like football is a very physical game. In cricket, you might, at 38, it might not affect you that much. But in a football
And
at 38, will affect you.
yeah, but and you have to
and
see that
another
the
player is
quality
there
that he
that
is showing. At 38, also he is playing at the highest level of Indian football. So,
yes,
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
and
mean,
reaching the
that's why
final.
Chetri.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what make determination, discipline. That's what it's all about. And we'll have to wait and watch whether Chetri leaves that cup that he has been waiting to, because he has won the league, but the ISL trophy is missing from his cabinet. So we'll have to see, or whether
No,
Rahul.
no, he has won. He
I
has won. 2018 to 19 season.
Oh, yes,
Bangalore was champion.
the
Let's
league,
see, they
and
will
yeah,
be hungry
the
because
second one.
yeah. ATK Mohun Bagan will be hungry for that.
yes, exactly.
But
Okay.
As
I'm
a new
still
entity, they
hopeful.
hasn't won that trophy. And another player, I will be on Shiva Shakti also, and I think most probably he will be the emerging player this year. He has been outstanding throughout the whole season. Shiva Shakti of Bangalore.
Shiva Shakti of
Right.
Bangalore.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Absolutely.
So, and today we'll have the live show of the WPL also, Trisha, at in
Yes,
the
it's
evening.
Gujarat
And
Giants versus Mumbai Indians, and it will be a tough contest for Gujarat Giants because the first half clearly has belonged to Mumbai Indians. But you never know, things click here and there, and I feel today MI will lose, Gujarat will win.
okay, so we'll have to watch that.
Hmm.
And from 12 noon, we have the start of the coverage of the conclave second part of our broadcast. And the athletes we have talked about.
Yes,
Neeraj
there's
Chopra,
so
Abhinav
the
Bindra,
lineup.
Mirabai Chanu.
Why don't I just tell the lineup to our viewers because
Yeah, yeah. One.
I love the whole lineup one after the other great athletes. We begin with Neeraj Chopra, then we move on to Abhinav Bindra, then there's Mirabai Chanu, Pulela Gopichand, Deepa Malik, Vinesh Fogat, and we end with the dashing, the dynamic Nikhat Zareen.
Absolutely.
It's
So it will be
wonderful. It's a wonderful lineup.
wonderful
There's
lineup.
a lot
Wonderful
to watch.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful lineup. And after that, um, it ends at 6 p.m. in the evening, and then from 7, the live WPL live, and then we move on. So keep watching Red Sports. Lots in store. And thank you, Trisha, for joining. Thank you, Rahul, for joining. I don't know.
You.
I want ATK Mohun to leave the cup or not, but we'll see.
I don't. Straight away, I don't want them to lift the cup.
I also don't want because if they lift it, because again the fans will forget about that merger thing. So I also don't.
Okay, okay. So that's a separate issue. We'll discuss it another day on the show. Thank you. Thank you for joining, guys.
Thank you,
So
Rohan.
thank you.